To Miss Jana, here I am going to do my presentation, which I cannot pass up my time on 3rd October during my working hour. So very sorry, Miss Jana, and thank you also for giving me this opportunity to record my presentation. Okay, today I am going to answer the question. In this matter, statement during the course of negotiation could amount a control term or a representation. It's very important to know whether a particular statement is a control term or is it a representation, as this will determine the appropriate course of action and remedy available. If the statements amount to the term and contract which is not fulfilled, the innocent party may be sued for breach of contract. If the statement is merely a representation which turns out untrue, the innocent party may bring an action to misrepresentation. Okay. In deciding whether a statement amounts to a term or representation, the courts look at 4 factors. First is the parole evidence rule. Second, relative expertise of the parties. And third, importance of the statement. And lastly is time. Okay, here Sally selling the laptop to Kay with the low price 500. And later only Kay found out that the price is not suitable for the laptop which Sally sells to him. Okay, here the importance of the statements and the lines, where the representative indicates to the representer the importance of the statement. This is likely to be held to be a term. Okay, here I'm going to touch about the case PK versus Godfrey, where the defendant sold a boat to a claimant. It stated that as far as it was aware, the boat was sound and free from noise, but advised the claim to have to survey. The boat turned out to the detective. Okay, the court held the statement that the boat was sound was merely a representation. The statement was not sufficiently empathetic to amount to a term, and the advice to have the boat survey demonstrated the defendant did not wish the claimant to rely the statement. Okay, here same. The defendant is solder Sally and plaintiff was Karim. So when the Sally sell the laptop, of course Karim know it's a old and second-hand laptop. So when buying time also Karim can check it properly, but he didn't. And after the buy all settled already, then only he checked that it was a 1 GB something, this one, and not much less value than he bought from the Sally. So now the plaintiff asking back the money, and here claim and Sally didn't do any written agreement. It's just an oral conversation only. So it's not a valid contract unless before Karim buying the laptop from Sally, he should do any agreement, white and black, written or something like that. But Karim didn't do anything. He just bought like that only for 500. Sally also didn't do any voucher or anything. Even Karim also didn't give any voucher to him. So the contract is not valid. In conclusion, there may be an extensive negotiation between the two parties leading to a conclusion of a contract. This may be in a form of an oral or written circumstance, such as letters, price list, advertising, as well as formal contract document. If a dispute arises, it has to be decided what exactly has been said or written and what is the efforts of it. As I say, Sally also didn't prepare any letter or any agreement. Even The buying, Kaim also didn't prepare any voucher or price list or anything, nothing. It's just a zero and no any even a blank paper also. A certain problem can arise when both parties agree that a certain statement was made, although they disagree on whether the statement was part of a contract and therefore intended to a binding, where the term or representation, or they are just mere sales talks with no legal effect, even where the eventually contract is set out in a formal document. Statement outside that document may have to be considered as representation, supplemental item or collateral item. The effect of the particular statement is matter of law. Maybe Kahim can check before bought from the Sally, but he didn't do that. So both are not in contract. So in conclusion, the remedies of the representation and terms are the same, but the remedies will be used depend on certain situation. Okay, that's all my presentation recording. Thank you, Mr. Now.